Doc Loves the Kids, a local Kitsap County nonprofit organization established in 2015, whose mission is to provide activities, programs, and community support for at-risk youth.
They put the U in community.
Doc Loves the Kids.
Welcome to Uncommon Courtesy,
where we give you the courtesy of conversation
that's uncommonly spoke of.
I'm D-Mac.
I'm Wesley.
And this is the show. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to catch us every Friday on the Friday Fix, and every Sunday, or Friday Fix at 7 p.m. and every Sunday 1 p.m. on the Sunday Town Hall. How you doing today?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Probably better than Jeff Bezos is doing today.
Probably better than the people ordering stuff off Temu.
Sheen, any of these places right now, man. It seems kind of crazy out there the way he's been kicked up these tariffs, and really, I mean, he's trying to blame everybody else for letting people know, hey, this is what you're really paying right now.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, why are you trying to hide it? Like, hey, don't let him know. You know,
because he lied about it. We'll jump right into that, though. A pissed Trump called Jeff Bezos after learning Amazon considered breaking out a tariff charge. The White House took aggressive aim at Amazon, with President Donald Trump putting in a call to Amazon founder Jeff Bezos Tuesday morning after the company considered displaying the added cost of tariffs on certain items. Trump called Bezos to complain about reports that Amazon was considering displaying the cost of U.S. tariffs next to prices for certain products on the company's website. Two senior White House officials told CNN. Trump later said it was a good call. Jeff Bezos is a very nice guy. He was terrific, Trump told reporters on Tuesday. He solved the problem very quickly. Good guy. Punchbowl News first reported that Amazon will soon display how much of items cost derived from tariffs right next to the product's total listed price. The move could directly illustrate to American consumers how Trump's tariffs are affecting the cost of goods. Trump has slapped 145% tariffs on imports from China and 10% minimum tax on all other countries. The call came shortly after one of the senior officials phoned the president to inform him of the story. Of course he was pissed. One of the officials, granted anonymity to speak candidly, told CNN. Why should a multi-billion-dollar company pass off costs to consumers? At a briefing Tuesday, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt called the move a hostile and political act, adding that she has spoken about the matter with President Trump earlier. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick echoed Leavitt's comments, saying it was a hostile act if a company goes out of its way to make it seem like tariffs have caused prices to change. It's nonsense, he said Tuesday in a CNBC interview. A 10% tariff is not going to change virtually any price, he added, referring to the nearly universal baseline tariff on all countries. The only price will change would be a product that we don't make here, like mango. The 10% tariff, however, is hardly the only one in effect. An Amazon spokesperson in a statement to CNN that the move was never a consideration for a main Amazon site, and nothing has been implemented on any Amazon properties. Amazon, however, said it was considering the idea of listing import charges on certain products on Haul. It's a spinoff website that sells items below $20, but the change wasn't rolled out. This was never approved and not going to happen, Amazon spokesperson said. However, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer encouraged businesses to do just that.
You know, the whole thing is why you have to hide it from the consumer, because basically, if you think about it, it's just a sales tax on imports that we have to pay. So they're just taking more money out of our pockets at the end of the day. I mean, I got this Temu one here, and it's just crazy. Like the guy said, he ordered, and this is just Temu. It's like the subtotal, they discounted it $131.75. Subtotal came out to $63.66. So the import tax on it alone was $89.46.
So it's more than the actual product itself.
And so, I mean, Amazon can try to hide it, but it's still going to happen.
So think about it like this. Okay, so when things happen, say we have a natural disaster here, and people price gouge, right?
Yeah.
They send the prices up way higher, like for water or something like that. Even though they have a bunch of water, like, you know what? Instead of selling this water for $4.99, let's sell it for $15.99. We get on them about that. There's basically laws against that. So if I'm a company and overnight my prices go up okay, if something costs you $63 or whatever, and I have to pay an $89 tariff tax on top of that, it would look like I'm price gouging you. So why don't I itemize and show you that? If you order something off Uber Eats, they tell you taxes, fees, delivery charge, everything. Itemize.
It'd be like, yo, your meal costs $10, but taxes, fees, this and that.
Everybody does.
$34.95.
On the restaurant, they do the same thing for you. If they add a tip, it says tip added or propina or whatever, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's in there. So he's mad because they basically said, you know what? Let me show you what these people are going to charge you. Because in reality, after this is over, they could just artificially keep the prices high if they wanted to. Yeah. If they don't tell you how much it is. So now, if we don't know what's actually we knew what we were paying before, but how much is this? Are we actually paying from the seller now versus what Amazon's actually charging on top of it?
Yeah,
that's the whole thing right there. And that's the kind of the.
I mean, I wouldn't, if I was him, I wouldn't want transparency from Amazon either, because you know how many people use Amazon. Amazon is a staple here in America now. Yeah, and so when that stuff starts hitting and people are like, "Dang, I got to pay this," then they're gonna be like, we do have to pay the tariffs.
He lied. Everyone said that other countries are going to pay the tariffs. And now they're saying,
Mexico's supposed to pay for the wall.
Now they're saying, it's a shame that a multi-billion-dollar company has to pass on the charges. If something you ordered costs $63 and the charge to get it from that country is now $89 more on top of what you had to pay. 89 more. That's more.
You're not going to bring it over. You're not going to do it.
It's crazy. Why would I eat that cost? You know what I mean? Like, because a lot of things are coming from, not everything, but a lot of things. Even 10%. Am I going to eat 10%?
No.
What company's going to just eat 10% of the cost? Where are they going to try to go make them, you're making a bunch of money and you're not paying taxes? We all know that. So you should do something about the tax code, but you're not going to. That's like he told Hillary Clinton. You're not going to, because it's people who help you fund you. That's why you're not going to do
benefit from it.
That's the problem. You know what I mean? And that's why this is a very serious situation, because they're really trying to make it like, then they brought up the fact that like, why didn't you bring up when Joe Biden's inflation? Why didn't you tell people how much that was? Well, inflation is something that happens within this country. And the last 4 administrations added to that inflation number. It wasn't just like it was Joe Biden. So that would necessarily be political unless you said that this percentage of the inflation was this administration, this percentage was this one. It's never been done in this country before. It's like I told him, it's cost versus like an actual, like this is a law that he put into place. This is something he did.
You know what happens? And a lot of people are getting taxed on it. Hey, this it's what you voted for.
Absolutely.
He told you what he was going to do. You're like, let's do it, because he lied to you about the details of it. You should always read.
You fail for it.
You always look at the cover like, hey, do you sign this agreement? Yeah, but you never read the fine print. And this fine print is going to hit you in the pockets, because like the one guy was on TV. He was online. He was like, ha ha ha, I live in China. How much things in my house is made here? Excuse me, I'm using an accent. How many things here are made in America? He's like, nothing. He's like, now check your house. And I was like, fuck you. And I was like, motherfucker.
He's right.
Look at my mouse. Where's it made?
You know where it's made. Like I know
made in China. Made in China. I lifted up my calculator.
Everything we got in here, pretty much. Everything we probably got in here. Yeah. He knows that because they make the things
70% of the things that come onto Amazon's website that are ordered there are made in China.
You got people who have businesses that are set up to be like they're middlemen to other distributors or you know what I mean, to sellers that sell people items that you just blew up their business, man, because of what you're doing. You're basically saying that the problem with this whole entire theory is this right here. You're basically saying that, hey, another country can actually buy the amount of goods that we purchase from them, and they can't. It's not there.
You know what? I'm going to stand with the president on this. I want him to continue with the tariffs and continue on with his plan.
Because he has a plan for us.
He said, hey, we're going to have to deal with some hardships here. And these people said, yeah, let's do it. So let's see the strong.
Let's see the strong.
Let's see the strong. Hey, I got one here.